everybody, I'm London. Not too long ago, I was interviewed by a Las Vegas Sun reporter, and he asked me this question. He said, what do you think about people who live in Las Vegas, and they say there's no culture in Las Vegas? Well, I told him this. My face probably looked like Jess's at first, and I said, I have about two things to say about people that say things like that. Number one, make a change, don't complain. And number two, find your favorite city in the United States, and we'll send you a one-way ticket. I know that's a little, bus ticket, right? I know that's a little bit harsh, but I believe that you have to take pride in yourself, in your community, and the people that you surround yourself with. So inspire Las Vegas. Thank you for being around. Okay, so if you remember one thing from tonight, remember our hook. And our hook is, you have to treat yourself before you cheat yourself. So that'll come up in a little bit.
There's money on those balls, by the way. And here's our little treat yourself.
Before you cheat yourself. I know I'm in the way here. All right, so how many of you guys like treats? I mean, they're amazing, right? And there's so many different kinds of treats. So we're going to go through this real quick.
All right, so this is a sweet treat. This is a chocolate treat. That's not a black joke. And this is a relaxing treat.
Okay, a couple more treats. Get ready for this one. An ugly treat. How adorable is that little thing? A funny treat. Treat yourself. Anybody know that show? And dog treats. Yeah, Parks and Rec. I heard it.
Women, what is this?
Spa treat. A retreat.
Absolutely. Guys, what's that? A guy treat. I saw you back there. All right, so we're going to do it, and we're going to do it together. So I'm going to say treat yourself. I can do this with or without. We're going to say treat yourself before you cheat yourself. 1, 2, treat yourself before you cheat yourself.
All right. So, everybody loves treats, like we just realized with our Moneyball treats. But we want you to get to know us a little bit, right? That's what Inspire is all about. And so, can we get a little personal? Okay. When I was growing up, I heard one thing all the time. Jessica's such a people person. And I loved hearing that. But what I realized is that it really meant Jessica's a people pleaser. So for years and years and years, I was all about everybody else, saying yes to everybody else, and didn't say yes to the most important person in my life, which was me, right? So I had excruciating stomach pains, like this girl in the picture. Really, really bad for about 10 years of my life. Sorry guys, worse than period cramps. Ladies know what I'm talking about, where I would be overturned on my bed and would sometimes even throw up. It was awful. And doctors couldn't figure it out. Gastrointestinal doctors, I got an endoscopy. They're like, well, basically you're screwed. We don't know what's wrong with you. And until I started making a few changes in my life, just a few years ago, I learned how to treat myself, to exercise. This is London and I at the Zappos Marathon a couple years ago. To adventure. Hello, I jumped out of a plane. This was last December. Never thought I would do that. To travel, international travel with my mom in Italy. Never before would I have been able to even ask my employer to give me 11 days off to do that. Hello. And, of course, my favorite pastime, drinking wine. You gotta keep treating yourself, right? And so, not magically, but it felt like magically, my stomach pains went away. And so, like we said, if there's one thing that you remember, treat yourself before you cheat yourself. And my dreams are coming true, by the way, so I'm really excited.
How many people have heard of 50 Shades of Grey? Better than 50 Shades of Grey.
I loved it, by the way.
So,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do a couple more. Just hold on a minute. Pardon me. Hey, Inspire? Meet my father. Father, meet Inspire. My dad died when I was 9 in a motorcycle accident. And anybody who has lost a parent early, you know that the dynamics instantly change in your family. My mom became my mom and my dad, and my brother became my brother and my dad. He was older. And I remember this one night when my mom came home after working 2 jobs. She was just tired and emotionally busted. And I was thinking to myself, I feel so guilty that she feels guilty not being able to share time, energy, and resources with the kids that she loved. So hopefully you can see my passion around why I support women's events like the one we're going to be talking about. And the motorcycle looked just like that. And so there's a picture of Mom. Yes, these are my favorite treats. This is my son Callie and also my son London and my daughter Callie. He's a pretty boy. And so now check this out real quick. If my father hadn't died, my children wouldn't be born. All right? I know you're intelligent people, so I'll let that marinate on you for a little bit. So then I started to treat myself. I was a child from the ghetto over in Yonkers, New York. I just cleaned up all right. And I literally wanted to see the world a different way. And so that's why I took the helicopter ride. Also, it would be so easy for me to hate motorcycles, to have so much anger towards them. But instead, it's a love of mine. And so I chose to use that as a passion to ride. Ride through anger and ride through fear. Okay, so we're going to do you remember what our call is? Treat yourself before you cheat yourself. All right.
Okay, so who had a really shitty day? We only have 1 minute, and I know there's 2 of us, so I'm going to speak like a crackhead. Okay, everybody had a really shitty day. Come on, fess up. All right, Paul. Paul had a really shitty day. Stand up.
And this is what we're going to do for Paul. On the count of 2, we're going to give Paul a standing ovation, or you can sit down. We're going to give Paul an ovation. No, you stand up, Paul. Come on. We're going to give Paul an ovation for 5 seconds and make his day, okay? On the count of 2. 1, 2. Let me tell you something, brother. You're the sexiest man in Las Vegas.
And Paul got a sweet treat too. You got to share those. It's all about spreading love. All right, so we're going to wrap this up really quick and skip that slide. We only have 7 seconds to tell you about this amazing event that's all about women treating themselves, right? So we both have the commonalities, London with his mom and me with my stomach pains. And our whole passion is to help women to really realize we're creating a Me Time movement. We have a 3-day women's event here in Las Vegas. How many event planners are actually here in Las Vegas supporting the community? So we're so excited. It's called The Treat Las Vegas. You can find out more about it at www.thetreatlasvegas.com. We just appreciate all of your support. I think I said something of August, 21st through 24th, at the Cosmopolitan.
And the final thing, folks, the beautiful thing about living in Las Vegas, about living in America, about being in the beat with your feet, witnessing these treats, is the power of choice. Choose to treat yourself before you treat yourself. Love you.